Welcome to all of you in e-learning program conducted by शिक्षण प्रसारक मंडळ and लोकमान्य टिळक महाविद्यालय वणी. Today we will going to discuss syllabus of 11th science. So in your syllabus there are total 16 chapters. In chapter number 1 we will study living world. In chapter number 2 systematics of living organism. Chapter number 3 it is related with the kingdom Plantae. It includes all plants only. Chapter number 4 it deals with kingdom Animalia. It includes study of animals only. Chapter number 5 it is related with the cell structure and organization. Chapter number 6 it is related with the biomolecules. Chapter number 7 cell division. Chapter number 8 it is related with the plant tissue and anatomy. Chapter number 9 morphology of flowering plants. Chapter number 10 animal tissues. Chapter number 11 study of animal types. In this study of cockroach. Chapter number 12 it is related with the photosynthesis. Chapter number 13 it deals with respiration and energy transfer. Chapter number 14 it consists of human nutrition. Chapter number 15 excretion and osmoregulation. Chapter number 16 skeleton and movement. So these are the 16 chapters. These are in the syllabus of 11th science. Due to COVID-19 in this year, some portion it is deleted from the syllabus. It is as follows. In column number 1 name of the chapter, and in column number 2 the portion non-evaluative for academic year 2020-21 examination, or you can say these topics these are deleted from this chapter. So chapter number 1 living world. In this chapter herbarium, botanical gardens, museum, zoological parks, biodiversity and parks, and key. These topics these are deleted from this chapter. Only basic principles of life we will study in this chapter. In chapter number 2 systematics of living organism, it consists of the portion which is deleted systematics, classification, 3 domains of life, chemotaxonomy, numerical taxonomy, cladogram, phylogeny, DNA barcoding, taxonomic categories, taxonomic hierarchy, units of classification and nomenclature. These are the topics which are deleted from this chapter number 2, that is systematics of living organism. That is systematics, classification, 3 domains of the life, chemotaxonomy, numerical taxonomy, cladogram, phylogeny, DNA barcoding, taxonomic categories, taxonomic hierarchy, units of classification and nomenclature. In chapter number 3 kingdom Plantae. In this chapter angiospermy, division angiospermy, it is deleted from this chapter. Only one topic it is deleted. Then chapter number 4, Kingdom Animalia. In this chapter there is no deletion of any topic. Chapter number 5th, Cell Structure and Organization. In this chapter also there is no deletion of the chapter, no deletion of the any topic. Then chapter number 6, Biomolecules. No deletion of any topic. Chapter number 7, Cell Division. This chapter also as it is. Chapter number 8, Plant Tissues and Anatomy. In this chapter, tissue, meristematic tissue, permanent tissue, tissue systems, secondary growth in the plants, wood, cork cambium and secondary growth, anatomy of root, stem and leaf. So these are the topics which are deleted from this chapter, that is plant tissue and anatomy. Chapter number 9, it consists of morphology of the flowering plants. So morphology of the flowering plants, in this chapter angiosperms, morphology, root, stem, leaf, fruit, seed. It is morphology of root, stem, leaf, fruit and seed. And family Fabaceae, it is deleted from this chapter, that is morphology of the flowering plants. Then chapter number 10, that is animal tissues. This chapter as it is, there is no deletion of any topic. Chapter number 11, it consists of study of animal type. In this study of morphology of cockroach, in this topic deleted, these are as follows, that is external morphology of the cockroach, body cavity, digestive system of the cockroach, circulatory or blood vascular system, respiratory or tracheal system, excretory system, nervous system and reproductive system. These are some topics which are deleted from this chapter number 11, that is study of animal type. Then next chapter is chapter number 12, that is photosynthesis. So this chapter it is as it is, there is no deletion of any portion from this chapter. Chapter number 13, it is related with the respiration and energy transfer. In this chapter also there is no portion is deleted. Chapter number 14, that is human nutrition. In this chapter, human digestive system, digestive glands, physiology of the digestion, absorption and assimilation, nutritional disorders and diseases of the digestive system. So these are some topics which are deleted from this chapter, that is human nutrition. Chapter number 15, that is excretion and osmoregulation. This chapter is as it is, there is no deletion of any topic from this chapter. Chapter number 16, skeleton and movements. In this chapter, movement and locomotion, skeleton system, group of skeleton, types of joints, disorders related to muscles, disorder related to bones. These are some topics which are deleted from this chapter, that is skeleton and movements. So this is related with the syllabus which is non-evaluative or deleted due to COVID-19. So living world is the first chapter. In this chapter we will study only the basic principles of the life. So this is the first chapter, because other portion of this chapter it is deleted due to COVID-19. So you know that biology, it deals with study of botany and zoology. So in your syllabus it consists of marking pattern. If you consider your paper, it is of 100 marks. Of that, 70 marks it is on theory and 30 marks on the practical. So 70 plus 30, that is total is 100 marks paper. So this 70 marks which is on theory paper only. It consists of botany as well as zoology chapters. So in this year your text is new. There are some changes in the text also. So in first chapter, living world, we will study only the basic principle of the life. So planet Earth is made up of biotic and abiotic component. You know that biotic factors and abiotic factors. Abiotic factor means non-living things which are present on the earth, that is water, air. These are some abiotic factors, wind, while biotic factors are those which are related with the living thing or living organism. It includes biotic components or biotic factor, starting from microorganism up to higher animals and plants. All these are the biotic component which are present on the earth. So these biotic and abiotic component that constitute or it form ecosystem of our earth. The biotic component are obviously the living being present around us. The question is, why do we call them living and how do they differ from non-living? So biotic factors are living. Why? And abiotic factors are non-living. Why? So question is arise in our mind. So why abiotic component are known as non-living component and biotic component are called as living component? What is the basic difference between them? So we will study in this, that is basic principles of the life. So what is living thing and what is non-living thing? So living being once produced, born, has to survive. For survival it needs energy and many chemical molecules. For energy it has to perform metabolism. So metabolism is the breaking of the molecules and making of new molecules. That is metabolism. It is the process which occurs only in the living thing. So living organism, it is made up of cell. So cell is the structural and functional unit of the body. That's why in the cell there is nucleus, it is present in the living being, and this nucleus it consists of protoplasm, and this protoplasm it is nothing but the living fluid which is present inside the cell. That's why cell is living and we are also living due to the presence of this protoplasm or the living fluid which is present inside the cell. It is called as protoplasm. That's why we are living. So in the cell, other than nucleus, this nucleus governing the cell. That's why cell perform the structural and functional unit of life, or it perform all the vital function of the body. So in the cell there are some enzymes, these are present. Due to that there is metabolic activity which are going in the cell, that is biosynthesis of various types of chemical component takes place. So this metabolism it includes anabolism and catabolism, that is formation of the product, it is known as anabolism, and breaking of the product it is called as catabolism, or breaking of the molecules known as catabolism, and making of new molecule called as anabolism. So this process of metabolism it occurs only in living thing. In non-living thing there is absence of metabolism. Second one is, from birth onwards organism shows tendency to grow and development. This growth is well orchestrated process You might have observed sand mounds, boulders grow. This growth is not from within, and hence these are not living being. In case of non-living thing, growth occur. If you take the example of sand moles or boulders, and boulders, it grows, but this growth, it is not from the birth or not from the within. In case of living organism, this growth and development takes place from the birth, and it occurs only in the living being. In case of non-living being, growth and development, it is absent. Next one, growth and development are not the processes which have unlimited time span. At certain point of time, the molecules, organs, systems begin to lose their effective working and become old. This is aging process of the body. So growth and development are not the processes which have unlimited time span. So in living organism, there is particular lifespan of the body. After particular lifespan, there is death occur in case of living organism. So at certain point, the molecules, organs and system being lose their effective working or being lose their function and become old. So this is called as aging process. So old cells, these are worn out or these are destroyed from the body, but at a particular period of the time or particular period, these organ lose their function, and due to that there is death occur in case of living organism. Next one, life has to continue, hence the organism tries to produce a young one like itself. It is possible through the reproduction. This ensures continuity of race. Mule sterile worker bees do not reproduce, yet are living, and can we call reproduction as inclusive characteristics of the life. So reproduction, it is a process in that there is formation of new young one, and there are two main types of reproduction, that is sexual and asexual. Other than this, there is vegetative reproduction is also there, but it is also part of asexual reproduction. So this reproduction process, it occurs only in living organism. In case of non-living organism or non-living things, this reproduction process, it is absent. Next one, as the body loses its capacity to perform metabolism, the organism dies. So at particular period of time, there is death occur in case of living organism. In case of non-living thing, there is no death, it is observed. Next one, any living being respond to thermal, chemical, biological changes in the surrounding. Responsiveness or irritability is unique property of the living organism. So in case of living organism, it gives response to internal as well as external stimuli of the body or environmental changes. It gives stimulus to the environmental changes also. It is called as responsiveness or irritability. It is one of the property of the living organism. In case of non-living organism, this property, it is absent. So these are some differences between living and non-living things. So that is, in case of living organism, there is metabolism is present. In case of non-living thing, metabolism is absent. Then growth and development occur only in the living organism. It is absent in non-living things. Then aging process, growth and development, it is are not the process which have unlimited time span. After particular period of time, aging process occur in case of living organism. It is absent in the non-living. Then reproduction, it is the one of the characteristic of living organism. It is absent in non-living things. Then death, it is also one of the property of the living organism. It is absent in the non-living things. And irritability or responsiveness, it is also one of the unique property of living being, and it is absent in the non-living things. So these are some characteristics or the difference between living and non-living thing, or we are also called them the basic principle of the life. So this is the first chapter, that is living world. So in this chapter only the basic principles of the life we have studied. Other portion in this chapter, it is deleted due to COVID-19. So that completes this chapter. Thank you.